Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Chopard Mille Miglia GT XL 18-karat pink gold, one of 25 made to celebrate the Chopard Madison Avenue boutique in Manhattan, New York. You can see and you can purchase this watch on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch, with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Chopard Mille Miglia GT XL in 18-karat pink gold. Now, I should clarify, I believe this to be pink gold, although it's variously described as red or rose. I have a rose gold watch right here, Chopard Mille Master Compressor Geographic. That's 4N rose gold right there. I believe this to be more like pink gold, and I'm going to refer to it as such. It's not yellow, but it's somewhere between rose and yellow. The watch is large. On my wrist, you can see it's immense, 44 millimeters. It wears a little bit larger even. It has a thick and substantial case, no doubt. 14 millimeters thick. The mass on your wrist, given the sheer amount of gold present, is stunning. It's heavy, almost like a platinum watch, and because of the span from lug to lug across the wrist, which is 54.5 millimeters, it wears even bigger than a 44. I'd say this watch, you need to expect something like a 46, and that's how it's going to wear. Now, a note about the lugs. You can see how they flare out. I believe that my 16-centimeter wrist is the smallest circumference wrist that can wear this watch with a decent appearance of proportion and without substantial lug overlap. These lugs are big, large, flowing. If you need a big watch and you want a bold style for a really big wrist, this is a great option because it's going to match up to your tree trunk forearm and look right at home doing so. Again, a deep case, a substantial case. Let me get my little JLC out of the frame there. And so much mass because of it. You really get the full luxury watch experience with this on the wrist. It looks the part, it feels the part. You never forget that it's there. Even with a traditional low-profile gold pin buckle, make no mistake, this is a tank of a gold case, but beautifully executed. The strap is very substantial, hugely bolstered down the center with folded edges and a monotone stitch. It's rectangular scale alligator leather in black, supple calf skin against the skin on the bottom, and you can see the case is robustly constructed with sheer sides that impart a feeling of real size and scale and mass and power. Like its namesake, it's all about the machine, the power of the machine, and the allure of the machine. Now, you can see the lugs form a substantial part of the style of the watch. A lot of times on these huge cases, the lugs are pared down and made indecently short to fit on smaller wrists. Chopard was willing to go big and not go home here. So they made a big watch for a big wrist and gave it big, beautiful lugs. If they'd been too short, they would have compromised the beauty and proportions of the watch. Fully extended, they nicely complement the beauty and proportions of the watch. There is a very minimalist, black lacquered calibrated tachymetric scale bezel in gold outboard, but you can see it really does fall away. The watch is pushed out to the extremities of the case, the dial and the Rayhaut taking center stage. Now, the Rayhaut 0 to 60 for easy reading against the chronograph contrasts with the printed Arabic numeral 12 and 6, which is actually silk screened onto the underside of the sapphire and floats above the assembly of sub-registers and calibrations. It makes it both unique and easier to read the base dial. I'll also say that the use of color here is excellent. The metallic blue, several versions of metallic blue, effectively gives the watch some warmth that the sheer mass of the case would otherwise detract from. So you have the mass of the case and the bounteous quantity of gold, but you also have the humanizing colors of the dial led by the blue, but also by the rose gold hands and sub-register hands, and the shocks of red featuring the Mille Miglia logo at 3 o'clock, the calibrations of the minutes scale in between the hours, and of course you could see within the constant second sub-register at 9 o'clock. It's a handsome watch, distinctively Chopard. I feel that it's perhaps built just as well, if not a little better, and more adroitly styled than a comparably priced and comparably sized solid gold Hublot Big Bang. This is the direction I'd go. The crown guards and the chronograph pushers are nicely integrated into a single, almost monolithic structure flanking the crown on the 3 o'clock side. And you can see on the case back A little bit more silk screening. 709 Madison Avenue, the Chopard Boutique in Manhattan. You can see the New York City skyline as well as the individual numbering for the limited series of 25. I'm not worried about covering the serial number, guys. I think between 1 and 25, your guess is pretty good. You can see underneath what appears at first glance to be a Valjoux 7750 in chronometer spec. In fact, it's what's known as an ETA or Valgrange A07.211, effectively a larger 7750 with a longer power reserve. This is 36 millimeters plus versus the 30 millimeters of the standard 7750. This is a family of calibers that ETA created in the late 2000s to fit larger display casebacks without looking out of proportion, and again, to fit larger dials without looking out of proportion. Moreover, it's very accurate, as it is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. This is the A07 in its highest specification, protected to 100 meters by a screw-down crown. So put this watch on a strap of some description that's water tolerant, and it becomes a very versatile piece that you can take in the water. Of course, it features the underlying virtues of the 7750, including efficient unidirectional winding, toughness, a quick set date, and hacking seconds to stop the seconds and synchronize the watch. It also features a quite crisp chronograph that's a pleasure to use. You can see and you can purchase this rare edition of 25, big, bold, and proud of it on our website.